So as some of y'all might know, DJ Envy is now facing this huge well, I believe a civil case, and there's now a legal case investigating his buddy Caesar Pina. Now, why is DJ Envy facing this case? Now, if you didn't know, DJ Envy promoted a real estate program with the use of seminars and events with a guy by the name of Caesar Pina. And this Caesar Pina character allegedly scammed millions of dollars out of like scores of people. You cannot make this up. So it blows my mind that this even happened because the marketing that this Caesar Pina individual used when he showed up on the Breakfast Club to market himself was just so easy to see through. I mean, this guy admitted to being a criminal, but let's take it from the top down. Let me show you guys a video that explains exactly what took place on the Breakfast Club involving Caesar Pina. And mind you, Envy is, I believe he's currently facing lawsuits. He's lawyered up. He is allegedly involved, but I'm not going to sit there and say he is because I heard Envy out there laying down lawsuits on folks. So I'm not even going to sit there and put that out there. So Envy, hold your horses. But let's start from the top. Let's start from the top.
On October 15, 2018, The Breakfast Club introduced Caesar Pina, a relatively unknown real estate investor in New Jersey, onto the show as a featured guest. Recent lawsuits have been filed against Caesar and DJ Envy, alleging a Ponzi-like investment scheme that has taken millions from investors. It all started with this interview.
We got a special guest in the building. You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ. My friend Caesar Pina.
The message that Envy shared was he looks like us, listens to the same music, dresses like us, and is from the same place as us.
He had the vision of real estate before any one of us did. He owns over 500 units in New Jersey. Now, here's the problem that I have with Envy. This idea of, he looks like us, he dresses like us, he talks like us, he listens to the same music as us, therefore, we should put our money and our faith in him. What, bro? Look, there is nothing wrong with dressing professional, speaking in a professional way, and carrying yourself in a professional way. The reality is that Caesar Pina is over there wearing big old Notorious B.I.G. size shirts, chains, all type of, he dressing like some dude about to go to the corner store selling hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of renovations for projects. This is what this guy is doing. Let me explain something. There is nothing wrong with wanting the person who's handling your money to present themselves in a professional manner. I understand that a lot of black folk feel like it's European standards of beauty and European standards of decorum and blah, blah, blah. But there is nothing wrong with the presentation of professionalism. There is nothing wrong with the presentation of competence. And that's the opposite of what Pina had going on. Stop falling for this mindset and this narrative of, they dress like us, they talk like us. In fact, oftentimes that's where problems start. Messing with somebody who's coming into the game, dressing like us, talking like us, acting like us. Them be the ones that'll really scam you, waste your time, do you bad, do you wrong in business. How do I know? I've been there. It's just the unfortunate reality. So this nonsense of, he dresses like us, he talk like us, he act like us, therefore take our money. It's like, no. Y'all ain't gonna get me with that shit. Y'all got me fucked up. Now this Caesar Pina dude, I had a hard time finding the Breakfast Club interviews of Caesar Pina. I looked up and down on YouTube. If one of you guys find it, that'd be great because I couldn't find it. But I was, scrolling up and down YouTube trying to find this guy's interview because, obviously I want to know more about this guy. Now, as I was watching Academics, I found a clip of him. Right now, here's the thing about Caesar Pina. This guy had already been to jail before. Before he got into real estate, he was living a life of crime, actually. And he learned how to get into real estate from someone in jail. This dude was already a criminal from day one. And the crazy part about it is the nigga went on the Breakfast Club and said, I was a criminal. Big things, big criminal. You know what I'm saying? I was out there doing big crimes, doing big time. This man said he was cracking. I'm like, bro, this man told y'all he was an untrustworthy member of society and y'all gave the nigga money, bro? Come on, bro. I feel like he should have opened every seminar with, I am a criminal. I have felonies. That's what he should have started these seminars with. It blows my mind that this man was able to do everything he did after telling everybody, by the way, I'm a thief. Bro, this is why I do not associate with felons, bro. Facts.
I'm more street educated than anything else. When all my friends went to college and stuff like that, chose the streets. Everybody's telling me, oh, you gotta change your life, can't do this, you're gonna end up in jail. So I ended up in jail.
This man ended up in jail, and this man in no way, shape, or form changed his ways. He continued to be a criminal in every way possible, and it blows my mind that no one ever sat there and thought, you know, this guy's got a criminal past. Maybe we shouldn't associate with this guy. Maybe we shouldn't associate with him. Instead, he somehow manages to scam like millions of dollars out of honest people that trusted, really, to be honest, the brand and the name of DJ Envy. And I've been having a very hard time finding the clips where he admits to having been a career criminal that engaged in fraud and scam behavior before. I'm having a very hard time finding that in this video and the academics video.
Envy was still promoting him despite a pretty massive red flag.
And here I am, $50 million later in real estate. We currently own 3,000 units.
It's time for Caesar to prove he's either legit
Developer already. And he actually kind of became my mentor. He inspired me to get into it. The funny thing is,
transparent with everything that happened.
Credit card scams, right? Credit card scam.
Yeah, so before that, from the age of 16 on, I was selling drugs.
Even better, Caesar's ability to...
Now, this might be hard for y'all to believe. This man, Caesar Pina, admitted to having been a career criminal while he was doing this entire thing. So while him and Envy are going around, I don't know, like the East Coast or whatever, telling everybody, oh yeah, real estate. This nigga told everybody he was a criminal from day one. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This man, Caesar Pina, was in prison for credit card scams. The man was stealing before, bro. The man told everybody, oh, by the way, I'm a thief. What, bro? Don't believe me? I bet.
Be completely transparent with everything that happened.
Credit card scams, right? Credit card scam.
Yeah, so before that, from the age of 16 on, I was selling drugs.
Even better, Caesar...
The black community is the only place where you can tell everybody, oh yeah, I was scamming folk out of their hard-earned money. I was ruining folk credit. I was fucking up folk bank account. I was Kirk Franklin stopping the shit out of people's livelihood. Spend your money with me. It's the only, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The Breakfast Club, the black community, bro. It's the only place where you can just sit there and say, oh yeah, career criminal. This is the only place, bro. No other community would ever let this shit fly, ever. And that's why I be saying, bro, like, don't be afraid to sit there and say, oh, you was out there doing crime. I'm good on that, bro. And move on. It's okay. I understand that we as a black community, because our community has been marginalized and overly policed and overly institutionalized, that we oftentimes want to support the members of our community or Hispanic people like Caesar Pina who have been to jail, because we can relate to that on a cultural level. It's okay to say, I'll pass when it comes to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Bro, people lost their generational wealth playing with this rotund piece of lard named Caesar Pina. Facts. This man was street educated with no degree. No degree at all. Look, bruh, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not one to get mad at people for not having a degree. Look, I dropped out of college. I'm not some genius. I'm not some Rhodes Scholar. I'm out here grinding it out on YouTube. Personal training, bro. I'm not a scholar. I'm not somebody who's deep in books and knowledge and shit like that. I'm not hating on this lack of a degree. But if you got a doctorate in career criminality with a master's in felonies, you can't touch my bank account, bro. Get the fuck away from my bank account. You can't touch my bank account, bro. Facts, bro. Like, you got to stay away from me. In fact, not only can you not touch my bank account, you got to stay about 25 feet away from me minimum. Like, you can't be close to me, because if you stand too close, my wallet might disappear. Like, you ain't even gonna touch. It might just float over to you. Just the thief in you might attract my wallet. You can't be anywhere near me. Nah. Talking about I was doing credit card scams and now I done made money in real estate. This man was a criminal. This man was a criminal. He told everybody he was a criminal. I went to jail for cracking cards. I changed my... You know what's crazy? He never even said he changed his life. He never even said that he was a new man. He turned a new leaf. He became someone different. The nigga just said, oh yeah, I got into real estate. Have you repented? Have you gone to church? Have you talked to Jesus? You just went to prison, came out, now you want to handle my money. Repent before you touch anything. Before you even step out of jail. He should have repented first. Talking about I was in jail and I learned how to do real estate. Nigga, turn to Christ first before you touch anybody's money, because you over there doing thievery. Fraud.
Caesar found his mentor in prison.
The funny thing is that when I was in jail, I actually met a guy who was a real estate developer already. And he actually kind of became my mentor. He inspired me to get into real estate once I came home.
He didn't say...
How the fuck? Hold up, bro. How you meet a real estate developer in prison? What did he do? It begs the question, what did your real estate developer mentor do to land himself in prison with your ass? Because you was over there cracking cars. If he's a real estate developer, surely he was somehow, some way doing something legal. You were just scamming people out of their money, ruining folk credit, crashing out folk households, doing folk bad. This dude was apparently a real estate mogul, and you learned from him, but he in jail with you. So what I'm hearing from Caesar Pina is he learned how to be the efficient thief he is from an even bigger thief in prison. It's kind of like they say, like, prison is like thief university. It's like university for crime. It's where you go to learn how to be an even bigger piece of shit. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like Caesar done went and got his doctorate in fuckery. He done went and got his PhD in being a thief. Am I wrong? Nigga went to prison and came back and found a new scam. Sound like Caesar Pina is a student of the game. He's a very studious individual. He's somebody who takes his studies very seriously, okay? I'm just saying, Caesar Pina sound like he pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is, like, they scam people, not they. Let me not, because see, Envy out there, he's suing the shit out of people. Let me not, Envy, I'm not accusing you of anything. Pina allegedly scammed millions out of people. Millions, okay? This man ran off on the plug so many times, he should have lost weight. That's how many times he done ran off on the plug. He should be skinny by now with all that running he been doing with folk money. It's crazy. He done took so much money from people, it's unreal. Look at this right here. This is just a small excerpt of the fuckery he engaged in. Don't believe me? Watch.
Used in S-Aid. Wanting to solidify a secure financial future for her and the kid on the way, she decided to meet with Caesar, who promoted himself as being a real estate mogul with significant experience and success. Property number 1 for their partnership would be 470 River Street in Paterson, New Jersey, where she'd provide $250,000 and receive 30% profit within 5 months.
Now, mind you, Paterson, New Jersey is literally one of the most, like, disenfranchised, like, areas on the East Coast. Like, just bad. Like, bro, like, you could not get me to drop $250,000 on anything in Paterson, New Jersey at all. Like, nothing. No, absolutely. I'm not buying anything there. No. I mean, look at the picture. Look at the picture, bro. Paterson, New Jersey is not the kind of place where you would just drop $250,000 unless it was being gentrified. Like, if I knew the area was being gentrified, maybe you could get me to drop, like, I don't know, like 2 pennies, a quarter, maybe on something there. But $250,000? Nah, bro. And it only gets worse for this lady who got scammed, by the way.
Caesar bought this property in March 2014 for only $90,000. Property number 2 would be 523 Park Ave in Paterson, New Jersey, where she'd provide another $250,000. Caesar bought this property September 2018 for only $225,000. Property number 3 would be 149-151 Manchester Ave in Paterson, New Jersey, where she'd provide $100,000. Caesar bought this property in April 2019 for $140,000 using a construction loan of $256,000. A month later, Caesar notified EB that he had another investment opportunity for her where she'd contribute an additional $150,000. Despite taking money from these investors, Caesar couldn't pay his credit card bill. On September 9, 2022, Amex filed a complaint against Caesar Pina and Pina Management LLC for defaulting on their credit card bill.
So this man, Caesar Pina, is scamming. This man took so much money from that woman, and she's over there trying to secure generational wealth. He over there doing thievery and fraud. Bro, come on, bro. And you know what's sad about this is that nobody would have ever entertained Caesar Pina's fuckery if it weren't for him crossing paths with DJ Envy. If I'm Envy, I'm cursing the day I ever met Caesar Pina. Because the reality of the situation is that this situation has gone from just civil to also civil and legal. Okay, so Pina is being investigated by the feds now. In fact, I think he has like an indictment against him or something. He's got a case against him now from the feds. Nobody would have known about this. Nobody would have interacted with this buffoon, with this thief, with this fraud if it weren't for his relationship with DJ Envy. Now, Envy went on the Breakfast Club to address the allegations made against him. And I don't know why he would do that. There's millions upon millions of dollars on the line here that Caesar allegedly stole. And for you, the person who's also being implicated in this crime, to then come out and talk about it, it blows my mind. Because me personally, you saying I got millions of dollars attached to my name, possibly fraud and criminality? I'm not saying shit. I'm grabbing I'm grabbing what, like 7 Jewish lawyers. They're gonna surround me. They're gonna form a HUD, they're gonna form some sort of like protection around me. They're gonna have rifles, everything. You can't talk to me. That kind of money against me. I got Italian lawyers, Jewish lawyers, all type of lawyers. You can't fuck with me. Envy goes on a Breakfast Club and decides to talk about it. You can't make this up. Watch.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlemagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. There's been a lot going on, Charlemagne.
Like what?
Don't say like what, man. There's been a million and one accusations.
Oh my God, no.
Yo, this nigga, yo, I can never work with Charlemagne because I'm gonna jump over the table and just, yo, he play all day, bro.
I'm being serious.
That's stupid.
So let me explain some things. I'm not, my attorneys don't want me to speak, but I think there's things that I need to clear up a little bit.
And see, bro, like, you already effed up by recruiting a dude that had a criminal record to handle people's millions, people's luck. Maybe they got lucky and struck it rich. Maybe a family member passed down money to them and they wanted to take that money and multiply it. Whatever, wherever they got the funds from, these people put their livelihoods on the line. They put their livelihoods on the line. Your lawyers are telling you, bro, shut up because this case ain't no joke and you won't come, bro. Like, why would you do that? Like, why? Your lawyers told you to say nothing. Just say nothing. Why not just listen to them? I don't understand.
I think you should listen to your attorneys. Why don't light-skinned people like to listen? Like, if your attorney told you don't say nothing, why you talking?
Listen, so Caesar and myself did seminars. Now, the reason I did these seminars is because I wanted to uplift my community. I wanted to teach my community about real estate, things that I didn't know when I was first buying my first home. I wanted to teach our community about investing in generational wealth. So I did these seminars and brought industry professionals to all these seminars, whether it was real estate agents from different markets, contractors, conventional lenders, hard money lenders. I even brought auction.com to actually show people how to purchase houses online. That's what I wanted to do for my people. Now, Caesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know. But I do understand how people feel if they did give him money, because I gave him a lot of money.
Jesus.
That I didn't see a dollar of return. But for anybody to say I was involved, that's totally not true. I would never. I've been on this radio I've been on radio close to 30 years, and never in my 30 years time did I do nothing but try to uplift people and show people a different way through the business mind. And
Bruh, DJ Envy should not be talking. Bro, like, what's the point? Like, listen to your lawyers. Let your lawyers handle it. Why, bro, how did iHeart even let DJ Envy hop on here and even upload this video to YouTube? Like, bruh, didn't he promote Caesar Pina on a Breakfast Club, bruh? Bro, if I'm iHeart, I would have been like, Envy, if you even utter the word Caesar, you're kicked out. Julius Caesar, you say anything Caesar salad, you're out of the studio. Get out. Like, do not mention that name. Talk about hip hop until the case blows over. Why is Envy doing this to himself?
And those are the documents out there. And I know
you can't talk about the truth yet because your lawyers don't want you talking at all. So the smart thing to do is, I understand you want to say something to the listeners, and I'm sure the listeners appreciate it. But man, just wait until all the dust settles. And when all the dust settles, then we can get on this radio and have a real conversation. Until then, I don't think you should be saying any of this. But that's just me. Look at you. I can't even help yourself. What else?
Yo, it's not funny because, like, Envy's life is obviously on the line here, and it looked like he was about to cry there. But, like, bro, this ain't no joke, bro. Like, this is why it's so important. Like, I know this is going to be considered, like, Uncle Thomas or, like, coonish, but, like, it has to be said. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be said that it does not matter. The fact that our community has been over-policed and over-institutionalized and blah, blah, blah. We got to understand the fact that if someone tells you who they are, believe them. It's okay to believe someone who tells you exactly who they are. If Caesar Pina gets on there and says, I am a career criminal, I've stolen from people, I've ruined their lives, that don't make him cool. Like, I'm hearing people like, and it really goes to show, like, the music and the media really does corrupt people's minds. And people say, oh, the music ain't got nothing to do with it. Da, 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 da. If hip hop culture didn't promote cracking cards and scamming and being a street nigga and doing this and doing that, if that was never promoted as being sexy, this Caesar Pina shit probably would have never happened. DJ Envy would have probably never invited the nigga onto the platform in the first place. I'm telling you, bro. If the glorification of this type of behavior didn't exist, people would have been like, Envy, if you don't get this scamming ass, criminal ass nigga off this fucking platform and bring a professional on here, please, thank you. But because we've not sexualized, but we've sexyized, if that's even a fucking word, because we've romanticized the concept of ex-cons and street dudes, you know, and shit like that. Oh, you know, I had street knowledge and I this and I that. Most of y'all ain't street, so why are you sitting there trying to follow a street nigga? You ain't street. You got hundreds of thousands of dollars. You probably have not one lick of street in you, not one calcium of street in your bones. Stop trying to follow these niggas that's gonna lead you off a cliff. He a street nigga, he went to prison. Go let the street people follow him. You go associate with a law-abiding citizen professional who understands the game, has a clean record, and ain't been scamming and stealing from folk. But he told y'all what he was. Caesar Pina didn't sit there and be like, I followed the law all my life. I never done anything wrong. No, he told y'all, I've stolen, I've done this, I've been to prison, I've done that, I learned how to do real estate from a criminal. He done told y'all, I am not a trustworthy person. But because of the romanticization and the fetishization of criminality in the black community, he was able to work his way into the culture and become okay. Since when was criminality kosher? Since when was that cool? If you tell me you was a criminal, but you gotta stay away from me, bro. It better have been a good reason why you got locked up, bro. I'm just telling you right now. And if you got locked up for stealing from folk, you gotta keep like 30 feet away from me. Like facts. Like just stay as far away from me as possible because you're a thief. You're fucking up people's livelihood. You're ruining people's generational wealth because you want to steal. Like, bruh, and this man would have never made it. He would have never been allowed had hip hop had bigger standards and better standards on who we allow into our culture. This man was a criminal. Criminal. No other community would accept being around a guy like this. Yeah, I used to crack cards. I used to steal. I used to this. I went to a word. Any other community would have been like, we'll pass. You know, be good luck. Black folk, oh, this a real nigga. Let's fuck with him. No. And that's a problem. DJ Envy over there talking about he listens to the same music as us. He talk like us. He walk like us. He act like us. Exactly. That's why I'm not doing business with him. If you don't know how to properly acclimate to your position, I don't want to be around you. If Barack Obama went in the office talking like some street dude, I don't want him to be president. Bro, you're the president. Behave like a president. I know people want to talk about, there's European standards and white standards. You think things like standards of decorum and behavior and reputation exist for no fucking reason? It exists to keep things in order. It exists to keep things functioning. It's not for the sake of shitting on black folk, bro. This shit, it exists for a reason. It exists for a reason. So, I don't know. It just blows my mind that he was able to get this far. Him having been a criminal should have been like, bro. And if you've been to prison for white collar crime, you should have to tell people. You should have to tell people, hey, look, for all the people here that are about to invest in our business, just to let you know, I've stolen like thousands of dollars from people in credit card scams. That's what he should be doing before he ever sells a lick of anything to anybody. But here we are. And obviously Envy in that video was looking pretty distraught. He looked like he was really about to cry. Obviously, his life is on the line here. His reputation has been destroyed, right? I wouldn't take a starburst from Envy. If Envy offered me directions on where to go, I wouldn't believe them. If Envy told me the sky was blue, I'd look up about 5 times before I confirmed. In fact, I might just call the NASA just to make sure. Is the sky truly blue? Envy told me, so I ain't sure. Envy's his reputation's been destroyed by a career criminal that he brought onto the show, but still his reputation has been destroyed. His image has been destroyed. His life is in danger. He could be, the lawsuits could destroy him financially, not to mention a possible criminal suit, right? I mean, if the feds, and they probably are looking into Envy, that doesn't read good for Envy in terms of his livelihood and his freedom. So it is what it is, but this is why, bro, we got to stop being soft as black people. We got to stop being soft. Like, Like, oh, he's from the streets, or he talk like us, he dress like us, he act like us, so let's fuck with him. Like, are you dumb? Like, are you dumb? No, bro. And it's the same thing. Like, what happened to Steve Will Do It? Steve Will Do It gave 6ix9ine like $2 million to do live streams. Dummy. Why would you give 6ix9ine all that money to do live streams? You see 6ix9ine over there messing with Anuel's baby mama and causing family drama with Anuel and fucking up his family. 6ix9ine beefing with people every 5 seconds. Bro, like, why would you? Bro, the character of a person matters. The character of a person matters all the time, bro. That tells you who and what they are. Don't worry about what they say to you. Worry about what they do when they're not around you. Because they ain't always going to be around you. So, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not a believer, but the Bible says you will know them by their fruits. And the Bible don't say that for no fucking reason. Like, if the ancients said that you will know them by their fruits, then why don't we act like it in today's current time? So that's just what I think. I think we got soft. I think that if we had a standard of civility and proper behavior, we would never, Caesar Pina would have never gotten this far within the black community, within black culture. We need to be tougher. We need to be more professional. We need to be smarter. And yeah, that's my take. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Would y'all have given Caesar Pina the money? Because he, you know, talk like us and act like us and listens to the same music as us. If you would have gotten scammed, let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.